Hello, Baddies. Welcome to CWC Curvy Wellness Chronicles. My name is Mimi and I'm your host, here to bring you comfort, laugh, and gist. This podcast is about embracing our bodies, sharing our journey together. It may help or inspire someone along the way, us navigating the world of health, wellness, and fitness together. I want to create a safe place where we can gist and spill some tea about everything from body positivity to yummy, healthy recipes and everything in between. Growing up, I wasn't the most sporty child. I love cake. I hid, well, I wouldn't say hid, more sort of like shy away. However, my report cards, I still have them. I flick through them. They said that I enjoyed physical activities. However, my size stopped me. Sad. Rather than sad, upsetting. If only little Mimi can see me now, she would be impressed. No, she would be amazed how little Mimi, well, big Mimi, is now. A little bit about me. Trigger warning ahead. I developed an ED. Thin was the standard. It was on magazines, newspapers, TV shows, you name it. Thin was the standard. I remember joining my first gym. The first gym I joined was Fitness First in Milton Keynes. It was really good. It had a sauna, it had a steam room. I even remember it was quite spacious, I think. I do remember it being quite spacious. That's how I had the taste for the gym, for fitness. But it was unhealthy at the time. As as I was lost, I was definitely lost, trying to find the image of wellness and the body image. I was just lost along the way because finding the gym helped, but then I developed an unhealthy relationship with food. I would punish myself, like after eating, I would punish myself, like using the gym as a sort of a method for punishing myself, as well as a coping mechanism. Anywho, diets came along. You name the diet, I have done it. The Cambridge diet, done. Slim fast, I used to drink it. I remember my dad when I was younger, in the kitchen, he had like it was like the chocolate one. I think there was like a strawberry one. It was like in little red cans. So I remember that being inside the kitchen there. Do you even remember Weight Watchers? I used to do Weight Watchers with one of my uni friends. I think we used to go in the Tuesday evenings. So we used to go to a meet up hall, and then we had like this little blue book, and then you had to say like how your eating's been over the week there. Uh, and they used to have like these, you could get like Weight Watcher puddings. I'm not sure if they still do it now, but you used to get like Weight Watcher meals. I told you what, I love cake. But this was so yummy. But you had points, so you had to have like certain points throughout the week and like on the weekends. Anywho, what I'm saying is Weight Watchers, I have done that. Herbalife, done that. I don't know if you remember Protein World or if you know of Protein World. Anyway, I could have been the brand ambassador for that. Let me tell you, I would have been the brand ambassador. Like, if you want to say about having a t-shirt, I got the t-shirt. You want to say about a badge? I got the badge. Certificate, I got the certificate. Trophies, line them up. Like I said, I would have been the brand ambassador. I'm not joking. Oh, I just wish I had someone back then or something had access to know about wellness and fitness. Have to have to have someone share stories, to celebrate diversity and differences, have relatable stories, yet even yet even advice, even advice. So here I am today, hoping to be that to you and others. In today, our first episode, with everyone restarting, refocusing, new goals, setting out new goals, and new health kicks there. Heck, even some people are doing veganuary. Yes, I said it right. And newbies join in the gym. Newbies, hold on in there. And we'll be diving into locker room confessions. These are my confessions. Just when I said all I could say, these are my confessions. These are my confessions. And we'll also be sharing some embarrassing stories. You know what, newbies? Since you're hanging around, I will tell you my embarrassing story. I have so many, by the way. This one will be fitting. Okay. It is a safe space after all. So, the new gym, it's not a new gym, but I've been the current gym that I'm in when it was new to me. So, I've been at my current gym now for 2 years, I want to say. And I've been seeing everyone using this equipment. Um, I can't remember what it's called. I'm going to have to um, get the name of it when I next go. So, I saw everyone using this machine, so I too must use this machine. So I'm only small. I'm 5'5". I just have the perception that I look tall. So I go onto this machine, and with the machine, you've got to go on your tiptoes to lift it up, and then there's like a lever that you away from you, so then it's good to go. So I do all this. I attempt to do all of this, and it is heavy. It is fucking heavy, by the way. So I use it, and then all of a sudden it comes on top of me. It falls on top of me, and it is heavy. I mentioned it's heavy. So I have to army crawl out from underneath it, like literally army crawl. You know what? Like when you're on your, you know what army crawl is. Let me not describe it to you. So I had to army crawl out from underneath it, and then I went over to the reception desk. At the time, there was this guy called George at reception, and I was like, "Oh, George, can you help me to use?" Oh gosh, I want to start laughing because I can just replay everything that's happening. So I, so I was like, "George, can you help me with this equipment?" And he was just like, "Yeah, sure." So we go back over to the equipment that I was using. And then he looks at the equipment and looks at me and was just like, "How did you get out from underneath it?" And I was like, "I army crawled." And he was like, "You army crawled out underneath it?" I was just like, "Yeah." He's like, "Why didn't you ask for help?" The thing you need to know is that I'm Nigerian. And me being Nigerian, we've got a lot of pride. So I was just like, the one thing that I'm not going to do is go and ask for help. No, I'll figure it out myself. Look what figuring it out myself did. Made me army crawl out from underneath it. Anywho, George shows me how to use it properly and everything. And I use it properly. And I'm now better at using this equipment. I oh gosh. I say this, I just say this to you that if you're new at a gym, you're a newbie and you're starting out, and you see some equipment, don't be afraid to just go back to reception and ask them how to use the machine. Heck, if there's someone next to you, just ask them, be like, "Oh, do you know how to use this machine? Can you show me dead quickly how to use this machine?" It's just like, it's not a problem. We all started from somewhere. Your gym crush, they started from somewhere. Your favorite gym baddie started from somewhere. We didn't all walk into that gym knowing how to use the equipment straight away. We all started from somewhere. So it's okay for you to go over to reception or to ask someone next to you to be like, "Can you show me how to use this equipment?" The worst thing they can do is say no. That's the person next to you that would say no. reception if they're busy or they're not able to, but it is, I can speak. That is their job at the end of the day to show you how to use the equipment. They'll only tell you no if they are busy, but they will always help you out. Don't be afraid to ask for help, and they'll always help you out. Okay, so I shared my embarrassing story with you guys. Don't worry, I've got many more gym embarrassing stories for the bank, so you don't need to worry about that. But during the week, I put up a poll to hear some embarrassing stories from you baddies. And boy, you guys did not disappoint. The ones that got sent in, they made me laugh and they made me giggle. It just made me feel so much better about me and know that, oh God, it's not only me that has had embarrassing gym stories there. Like I said, I will be reading them, but they will be kept anonymous. Yes, I said that word. Okay, so here it goes. Our first one that we have is I did I did a negative pull-up on the bar, but it pulled. Oh, let me read that again. I did a negative pull-up on the bar, but it pulled, but it pu- I cannot read. The hell? Let's start again. I did a negative pull-up on the bar, but it pulled it off the rack. I nearly javelined myself. Oh, okay, okay. It's me that's not reading properly. It's me that's not reading properly. Let's go again. I did a negative pull up on the bar, but it pulled it off the rack and nearly javelined myself. Okay, I get it. So, like, I'm presuming you were using the squat rack. And then, like, with the squat rack, you can put like a band, like there are these movable clips, I think, and you can put like a band on it. And I'm presuming you were doing that, and then you tried to pull pull yourself up with that. No, I shouldn't laugh, but it just reminds me of of oh gosh, I've got a video of me on TikTok when I'm actually trying to do a pull up and then I'm using the band. Oh my god, that is hilarious. But not your story being hilarious, but it is funny. But are you? Well, obviously you are okay because you managed to write in. Oh, well, practice makes progress. So give it a go again and like let me know how you get on. Okay, the next one. This is so embarrassing. You know the scrunchy bum leggings. Oh God. Oh no. It doesn't say oh God in it, but I just know. I know this feeling. I wore it the wrong way, aka back to front. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me read that again. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. This is so embarrassing. You know the scrunchy bum leggings? I wore it the wrong way, aka back to front, giving myself a camel toe. Oh, oh, the reason why I'm laughing so much is because I've done that. I've literally done that. And and for me, it was I don't know when you clocked that you wore yours back to front, but for me, I was in the gym for like 2 hours and had literally been like that for the whole entire gym session. I do not know how I didn't realize the amount of times I went to the toilet, came back from the toilet and nothing. Oh God, it wasn't only until I got into my car and I looked down and I was just like, what the hell? When did you realize that you gave yourself a camel toe? Because I hope it was earlier, like better than me and like hope you went to the toilet to go and get change. But I'm sorry, that has me. That one, that one is really good. Okay, our next one. I was doing the bench press and loaded the bar up with plates. As I went to lift the bar, one of the weights fell off the side and then the other fell off. To make it worse, my crush was opposite me. Oh no. Oh, babes. Oh, I can only imagine. What were you lifting? Let's hope it was a heavy, well, it couldn't be a heavy set. Oh, gosh. We've all been there. Don't worry, we have literally all been there. You know what I would suggest? Next time, put some barbell clips on it just for the safety precautions. That way, you can ensure next time when you're lifting, each weight on either side is safely secured on. Okay? Let me know how you get on. Okay, our next one. As I was leaving the gym with all my gym bags, my gym bag slipped off my shoulder and the contents of my bag fell. Not just my makeup, but my sports bra. I felt like I was in secondary school. Oh, oh gosh. I'm so sorry about that. Mm, hope there was no one around to see and you managed to pick it up pretty quickly, but oh, you know what? All we've got to do is next time before we leave the gym or leave the changing room in fact, is make sure that we have our gym bag zipped up. Easiest way to do that. Easiest way to do that. Okay, so moving on. Hi, baddies, and welcome back. So, I have a guest with us today. She is a guest from my gym, another fellow baddie. So, you all may be wondering why I refer to everyone as baddie. What it means to me, okay, we'll go through the letters. B for bold, A, authenticity, D for driven, the second D for dynamic. Then comes I. I'm just making sure I can spell. I for impress yourself, and then E for empowering others. And she empowers me every time that I see her, and every time I see her doing her workout, and I'm just like, damn. So, if you would like to introduce yourself.
Oh, what an introduction. Thank you. I'm Kavita, and I've been working out here for 2 years, and I enjoy every minute, every single day, yeah, being trashed.
It's okay. So, this is our first episode. So, with this being our first episode and us sharing our embarrassing stories, I've shared mine. We are going to hear Kavita's embarrassing stories. The whole reason that we're going to hear about embarrassing stories, like I said from the beginning, is that misconception of where you've got to be perfect, you've got to be a certain size to do something, or like has it is January and that misconception of like you have to be fit to go to the gym, you have to be a certain size to go to the gym, you have to be a certain size to go work out. That is a misconception. Everyone fails at something and everyone starts from somewhere. So we are going to hear Kavita's embarrassing stories just to share that community, to make sure to show that we aren't alone in this.
When it comes to the gym, at the beginning, you just, well, I think you do embarrass yourself quite a lot. Well, you thought like if everybody's watching. When I first started, I thought everybody was watching me, but no, they're watching you. It's just your mind, isn't it? So, but um, there are quite a lot of embarrassing stories. Some of them I don't even want to share, but there.
Which one? Which embarrassing story can you still think of
Okay,
now that makes you laugh?
there are a couple. There's one what I thought I was being very cool, and there's like I had my amazing, my gym outfit, and I was putting the weight on, and then doing the work, pushing it as hard as I can, going, oh, this feels heavy. And when I looked at it properly, I'm thinking, what's going? I was putting the weight on whether you hold the weights rather than actually, like where you put the like tidy up and then put the weight away rather than on the machine. I was like, oh, felt so embarrassed, and I was thinking, wow, it feels lighter, and I'm adding it as well. And then, and I was thinking afterwards, actually, it's not in the right place. There's no weight at all. It was just where the weight holds, well, that's one of the things. And I hope nobody saw it. When I looked around, I was like, and I just like had to like, I just quick like sneakily added weight afterwards. But then, yeah, but I did about 3 sets, no weight, thinking I was like, oh my gosh, I was in like top form doing all this weight.
Well, you can just say it was your warm-up set for your working set. You were just seeing how comfortable you felt there.
Yeah, and then the other one was I had my shorts. I had it for a year, and then gym shorts. You know, like how they scrunched up at the back.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I've had it for a year, and I was doing squats, and the scrunchy bit that I think it lifts your bottom up a little bit, it came off, and I didn't have it in the gym.
Was that as you were squatting down?
When I was squatting, I felt something. I was like, oh, that's it. I've got saggy bottoms now.
Oh my God.
I worked out throughout the but then it was quite, I could feel it, it's coming out, and then my bottom didn't look the same afterwards. But I couldn't just leave the workout halfway through. I had to complete the whole workout. So I did the whole workout sessions, everything, but another hour of workout. But yeah, that was the scrunch bit coming off.
Oh my God. That's impressive that if it was me and my leggings had, no, actually that has happened to me before. I'm not going to lie.
If there wasn't any hole though, there wasn't a hole. It's just, the way they stitch, I think stitches must have come off. So rather than scrunched bum, they were just.
No, it's happened. You know your lateral leg raises, the one that you have to sit down and then you've got to push your leg through. So I was sat on that. These were my brand new Gymshark ones with the scrunch. So I literally sat down because it's very hard to shift the chair back.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I've got little legs, so I can manage to do it. So as I did one leg, I was just like, all right. Went to raise the second leg. I hear I just lifted up my bum.
Oh no! And it's a brand new one as well.
Yeah, I felt the hole.
Oh no!
There was a hole.
There was a hole.
There was a hole in it.
What did you do?
I had to sit back down, and then I sat back down and finished the workout, and then I had to go and do Romanian deadlifts.
Oh no! After that.
So you know how there's the machine next to where in the middle section that's that Romanian deadlift where, so rather than having my bum facing to everyone, I had to turn around.
No.
And then after that I was like, I'm done. I was just like, this workout session is done. I only did 2 exercises and I was just like,
let you down.
They let me down. And I was just like, oh.
You know what? That is embarrassing. Like, I don't know, unless you find something like, jumper or cardigan, something to put around your waist.
That's why I now realize when I see some other baddies in the gym and they're wearing jumpers around, and I'm just like, I need to start doing that, or I need to start taking an extra pair of leggings just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case something happens, because knowing me, something will happen that my leggings will rip or something else, and I would need that to cover. So when you are working out, what is your favorite workout to do?
Oh, there's a few, like, I like the ones that give you pain and or make you like, you go in, like, you do it, and then you've like, so you come out of it and you can feel afterwards your muscles throbbing, whatever area you're working. I was like, and then they get jelly, and that's sort of, and I love, one new thing I love is hack squat.
Okay.
Now I used to do quite a heavy hack squat, but then I've stripped the weight and then now concentrate in narrow stance, so that that gets my quads, and afterwards I could feel my quads throbbing afterwards, and that's one of my favorite one, hack squat. And other than like things like normal squats. Um,
Okay.
I think I'm doing strongman competition as well.
Oh, tell us more about this strongman
Yeah.
competition.
So strongman competition is taking place in Daventry in April. So I'm sort of building towards it. But the work, the yoke, I don't know if you've ever done yoke, that is killer for your bottom.
What is yoke? Tell us what is
It's the
yoke.
bar.
Why don't you two go to the studio? There's no one in there.
Oh,
And then you all have to do it in the changing room with people coming.
No. Oh, I forgot that. Yeah.
so you were mentioning about the yoke. So tell us a bit more about what is the yoke.
It's a bar that goes as across well your back of top of the back,
Yeah.
and then you have to carry this like weight weighs about 120 kilos, and you have to try and walk as fast as you can, 100 and then 120 kilo dangling around you. Because the thing is, when it's that weight dangling around, it's not stiff, so it's quite hard to balance it at the same time. So when you look at it, you think, oh, it looks so easy, but then when you try it, it's very, you have to run with it, put it down and run back again, and it turn around and run back again.
So what made you enter this the strongman competition?
I didn't even know such competition existed. It's my boyfriend. I don't
Okay.
know how, but he's done so many competitions, um, strongman competitions. But then I've never done it. And then he talked about it. He's like, "Oh, do you want to do it?" I was like, "Maybe." And then before I knew it, I was in it.
Oh, okay. So he gave you that little push
Nudge,
to.
yes, that's it.
Oh, okay. So within that strongman competition, how are you trained? Are you only training for the yoke, or have you got another?
I know there's yoke, there's axle, overhead, there's so many things like farmer's walk. Um, there are about like 6, 7 different things that you've got to do. And I think it takes throughout the day. And so my boyfriend, we've got other people that are going as well. So we get together and train together. It's fun. It's fun,
Okay.
but it's a killer. When I first did it, though, it took me about 2 weeks to get over after that training.
So what's consisting in your training for the strongman?
Well, what you mean consistent training?
Yeah, like what are you doing to like?
Oh, well, I think I'm building up slowly. Like, there's something called log. You have to do 40 kilo overhead.
Okay.
And last time I only managed up to 36. So there's 4 more
Okay.
kilos to go. And I've got, what's not February now, March, 2 months. So I'm dreading. I'm dreading. And that is a killer. And then the sandbags. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So carry sandbags and put it over like this I think yoke. And then that's carrying sand. Have you ever tried carrying sandbags?
No, I can drag, the little ones that you like drag
Yeah.
across the floor. I can drag those. That's up to 10 kg I can drag.
Yeah,
Nothing.
this is 40 kilo we have to do. And then the thing is, it's not even the difficult part of carrying sandbag is because it's not like solid. It's quite hard because it just sort of flops from over everywhere, and you have to carry it, run, and then put it over that yoke.
Ah,
Yeah.
you are stronger than me
Well,
because
I don't know if I'm stronger than you, but I do feel so much. I have never, like I'm 47,
you
and
are looking good for 47.
thank you. But
Very
I do
good.
feel physically, I feel stronger than when I was in my 20s.
Oh, why do you think that is?
I think it's consistency in my training, my diet, and then good sleep. And I try as much as there's so much stress going on with my life, as much as when there's like, things going on, I try to zone out and have me time as much as possible. Is when I say me time, I'm not like being selfish. I'm like, I don't want anybody in my world. It's just the time that when I can emotional regulations like each day I make sure that I think a lot of people do it as a meditation, but I don't have time to do meditation as much as I would like to. But what I do is that whenever I'm doing any work which has really helped me with my emotional well-being is that I concentrate on that particular thing and full heart, like fully, so I'm not thinking anything else. But if I'm making a cup of tea, I'm looking at holding the kettle, looking at it, consciously making sure that I'm actually, my whole concentration is on it. It's like when you go to Japan, you can't just go in and expect them to make up a like coffee by 2 minutes. Like here, you can do it. Like you've got coffee shops, you can get coffee in 2 minutes. But over there, they take so much time, so much respect towards everything, ingredients, the tools they're using, and they will sit there for 20 minutes, watch them make coffee, and then the coffee is being served. So I think it's that. I think I see that as a meditation.
Oh, okay. So it's being present in the moment of what you're
It's being
doing.
present, yes. So it doesn't matter what I do. If I was my child, I give my 100%, even if it's for 5 minutes, so that she has my 100% attention. Or with my partner, then yes. So that's what I'll try to do.
So you feel like being present as well as consistency in your diet, consistency
Yes.
at the gym, and consistency everywhere else, that actually helps with your
Yes.
gym life.
I think consistency is the biggest thing for whatever you do, because you can be motivated and you want to start something, but people don't stick to it. But if you stick to it, and I think all those factors have contributed me feeling like I'm still 20 years old.
So how did you obtain consistency? Because consistency, especially for all the new baddies that will be joining the gym, or all the new baddies that are picking up something new this year, how do you work on consistency? How do you become consistent? How did you become consistent?
I think it's consistency is like what you want to do. Like I think you can't just have like goals. I think when I first started, I probably had goals like, oh, I want to have like, perky bottoms, and I want to have flat stomach and all these things. But as I started, I mean, obviously, you have to be disciplined, so that you doesn't matter how you're feeling at that time, what you've going through that time, pushing yourself to be out there. So sometimes I might just have 3 hours sleep, but even then, I didn't make excuse that not to come to the gym. I pushed myself to come to the gym, and I think what it is, you need to look at what is it that you want more so than just your physical outcome. And obviously the physical goal is a wonderful, but it's, for me, it's more like an emotional well-being. If I don't come here, I can feel my, like, you can feel the difference in me. So I think consistency is for me is looking at my like long-term goal. My long-term goal physically, I should be able to, by the time I reach certain age, like 70, 80, 90, I don't want to be like sitting in the corner next to the radiator, like, I want to be able to make, live like how I'm living now, do things I do now. And then, and also for me, it's also that it's about health. Like I have, it's been a year, I've not had cold.
Oh, wow.
And
And especially with like the cold that is going around recently.
And also like, because I was one of those people, if I sat next to it for 1 second, I would catch cold. But last like year, I didn't get cold at all. I was thinking, what's happening to me? And I'm sure it's to do with workout, diet, and and all this. It's not only one thing that make you feel that you need to be consistent, make you want to be consistent like with things. But I think all those factors, like your goals, your emotional well-being, and when I see the changes in my body myself, that gives me more motivation. So yeah.
Okay, thank you. So I was going to say, when you're working out, what is on your playlist? What songs, or do you have a certain playlist that you go to when you're working out?
Oh, my playlist, like I think my playlist. A lot of people think like your playlist, like you have to be like like pushing yourself, but mine's about love songs, and it is. It's like I have Shawn Mendes, and so I have songs like that. That it just makes you feel good, sort of songs. But that's like they're very slow songs. They are not fast songs, and yeah.
Oh, that's like me. Like, so sometimes, depending on what workout I'm working, sometimes I'll have like be listening to power ballads.
Oh,
Whitney Houston, How Will I Know?
Yeah, I would listen, things like that. I would listen to things like a workout.
Yeah, or it'll be Michael Jackson's Smooth Criminal, and there'll be like that instrumental bit in the second where I'm like, oh my God, I have to literally do the dance.
Oh, I've seen you. I've seen you dance.
Literally, when I've got my AirPods in, I'm in my own world. You cannot tell me shit.
Well, you know what I have to admire? You don't give a like damn about what's happening. You just carry on. I thought like that woman is good. That's why I fell in love with you. Like thinking she's singing, she's dancing, she doesn't care what's going on. I admire that. That's
I
really
think
good.
I think it is what it is because the gym is my safe haven.
Yes.
That I literally I'm literally focusing on my what I need to achieve, hitting like if it's not a PB, it's hitting my form, making sure my form is on point. And what else is going on outside in the world? I'm just like, this is sort of like my time.
You're zoned out from the
And
outside world. This
I
is the
am zoned
expression
out.
time.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Yeah.
because I know once I get back out of there, it's like I've got either work calling me, work's like a staff not coming in, or something's happened that I need to go and fix, or like I need to help my sister, I need to help my mom, or like I've got my puppy there. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, I just need everyone to
Yeah.
back off for a minute. Let me just
And
sort
then
myself
that's it.
out. Then once I come out, I'm just like, I can take on the world.
Yeah, that's it. It is like a form of another meditation, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is like another like things like this because you're not constantly looking at everything. You're just thinking about the workout. It is a form of meditation.
Yeah, it is. So, before we go, is there a locker room confession that you can tell us?
What's happened in the locker room?
Yeah, anything that you felt like, oh shit, I shouldn't have done that, or something that's made you laugh, as well as like, yeah.
Well, locker room confession is, I don't know, I mean, there are a number of times I've left shower gel in here and I come back next day and going, I haven't got shower gel. And shower gel is maybe like the cleaner or somebody must have put it in the bin. That's one of the things that I really like and think I really need to remember to put the shower gel back in my bag. Or the other thing is like, because, you know, like sometimes I work out and then I'm in a rush, I have to go. And then, because I leave all my towel and my protein shakes in the
Yeah.
locker. And I've like, last weekend I left and I had to go, middle of the workout on Friday. And then I was like, oh gosh, I left my protein shakes and then my towel and knickers, everything in there. And then I was like, oh, and then when I came back on Monday, it was still there, but obviously protein shake went in the bin, but you know, it was a waste.
Oh,
Yeah, I think that's about it really. And then yeah, I don't think I have anything embarrassing moment in the shower in the locker area, not like in the gym.
well, thank you, Kavita, for being the first guest on our episode.
Thank you.
And where can we find you?
Well, I haven't got my personal Instagram. I've got my Facebook, but then I've got my work, which is I have my food van business, and it's Gurkha Street Food. So if anybody's looking for a Nepalese noodles or curries, then check us out on the Gurkha Street Food Instagram.
Okay, well, there you go, baddies. That is our first episode. That is with our first guest, and we hope you enjoyed that. So I will catch you on the flip. And remember, practice makes progress. Show yourself. Okay, bye.